Chapter 1. Whispers of Rebellion. The air in East Los Angeles was thick with the scent of chalk dust and old textbooks, the kind that clung to the walls of Garfield High School like a second skin. It was 1960, and the world outside was burning. Vietnam, riots, a president gunned down in Dallas, but here, in the heart of Mexican-American Los Angeles, something else was stirring. Not yet a roar, but a whisper, a quiet defiance that would soon shake the foundations of an entire system. The students moved through the halls like ghosts, their footsteps muffled by the linoleum floors. They were the children of farm workers and factory laborers, their parents' hands calloused from years of bending under the sun or standing at assembly lines. These were the kids who spoke Spanish at home and English in class, who knew the sting of being told they'd never amount to anything. But in the corners of the school, in the whispered conversations between classes, something was taking shape. A question, at first. Why do we have to take shop class when we want to be doctors? Why are our textbooks older than our parents? Why are we punished for speaking our own language? Sal Castro, a young teacher with a fire in his eyes, had been listening. He saw the frustration simmering in his students, the way their shoulders tensed when the principal dismissed their concerns with a wave of his hand. He knew the system was designed to keep them in their placido, funnel them into menial jobs, to tell them their dreams were too big for their skin. But Sal also knew something else, that rebellion didn't always start with a scream. Sometimes it began with a single voice, speaking just loud enough to be heard. And then, one day, it did. The walkouts started small, a handful of students slipping out of class, then a dozen, then 100. They gathered in the streets, their voices rising in unison, chanting for better schools, for respect, for a future that wasn't already decided for them. The police came, their batons swinging, their radios crackling with orders to disperse. But the students didn't run. They stood their ground, their young faces set with a determination that surprised even them. News cameras rolled. Reporters scribbled notes. The world was watching now, and for the first time, the students of East L.A. They weren't invisible. But the fight was far from over. The school board called them troublemakers. The newspapers painted them as ungrateful. The parents, many of whom had never questioned authority in their lives, were torn afraid of the consequences, but proud of their children's courage. And the students, they were just getting started. Because this wasn't just about one school. It was about every school where brown kids were told to sit down and be quiet. It was about every generation that had been told their voices didn't matter. And it was about the moment when they decided, enough. The whispers had become a chorus, and the revolution had only just begun. To be continued.